Welcome back to another Yaya Tabletop Baseball game. My name is Brian Hafferkamp, and I'm the designer of Yaya Baseball. And in this game, we're going to be facing off the Toronto Blue Jays from 2021 against the Yankees. This is actually opening day 2021, and should be a good matchup here. It's going to be Garrett Cole pitching for the home Yankees against Hyunjin Ryu, and he'll be throwing for Toronto. Let's go through the starting lineups. For the Blue Jays, it'll be Marcus Semien, who has a power rating. Biggio at third, Bichette at shortstop. Hitting fourth is Teoscar Hernandez, and he has a power rating. Vlad Jr. has a star and a power. I messed up on that. He does not have a fielding rating. Gurriel Jr. in left, Rowdy Tellez at DH, Randall Grichik in center, and Danny Jansen will be batting ninth and catching. As I said, it'll be Hyunjin Ryu, the lefty, and he'll be facing off against this Yankee lineup. It'll be DJ LeMahieu at second, Judge in right, and he has a star and a power. Aaron Hicks in center, Giancarlo Stanton DHing, and he has a star power as well. And Torres at short, Urshela at third, Gary Sanchez is catching, Jay Bruce, the great Jay Bruce experiment, at first base, and then Clint Frazier in left. It'll be Garrett Cole, the big right-hander, going for the Yankees. He has a 6 stamina. Ryu has a 5, so we should be able to see some pitching changes in this game. And this is Yaya Tabletop Baseball using version 3. So we have our cancel die here. We're ready. Cole can use that on any hits. And we have an opportunity here for Gurriel Jr. to sort of up. He could freeze dice, re-roll all 5. He can re-roll however many he wants to try to get the hit that he needs. Same thing with Judge and Stanton. And then for the power rolls, if it's a small straight, they get an opportunity to roll for a home run on the large straight. Of course, for Cole, he can cancel out that home run, but for Ryu, he cannot. So we'll see how this game goes. The real game on that opening day finished at 3-2. It was a Toronto win, so we'll see how things go. It's sort of a harbinger of the way things are going to go for the Yankees and the Blue Jays for the year. This is April 1st, 2021. Blue Jays at the Yankees in Yankee Stadium, and let's go with it. So it's Semien leading off, Biggio and Bichette against Garrett Cole. So here's our first roll of the day, and right off the bat, that's going to be possibly some big trouble, as that 6s over 4s, and that's going to be a double to right center field, but Garrett Cole does have the money designation, so he's going to get a chance to roll against that. If he rolls a 4 or 6, then it's going to change the play. He does not, and that's going to be a leadoff double for Marcus Semien as he goes to the right center field gap, and he'll be standing at second base with nobody out. Kevin Biggio to the plate. There's 3 3s, and right off the bat, Toronto's coming out swinging. And Garrett Cole can't do anything about that, as that is 2 straight hits. And we're going to try to score Semien, so it requires at least a 2 of a kind. And they get it here, so that's going to be a 2 of a kind. And let's see on the throw from the outfield, not in time, and so that's going to be 1 run on 2 hits for Toronto as they jump out on Garrett Cole, and that's a 1-0 lead. Let's give Biggio an RBI. So nobody out and a runner on for Bo Bichette. So that's going to be possible single, and let's see what Cole has. He cannot stop it, and so that's going to be another single. 3 3s is going to be a single to right field. Let's try to push Biggio over to third and go first to third. And opportunity to do it here as we do roll 3, 4, 3, 4, 5 is not enough. So we do have the 2 of a kind, and that's going to be challenged from the outfield. And outfielder, the throw is offline, and so Biggio's going to make it into third. First and third now for Teoscar Hernandez. And he has a power designation. Let's see if that comes into play. It won't. So that'll be 11, 13, 15, 17. 17 is going to be a grounder to second base. Let's roll for the double play since there's actually nobody out, and a force play here. Even if they get the double play, the run's going to score. So all we need for a double play is a pair, and we get 2 pair here. So that's going to be a double play. We'll go fielder's choice here, out number 1. We'll say 4, 6, 3 on the double play, and that's going to be an RBI for Teoscar Hernandez as he grounds into the double play, but it does score a run. 2-0 lead now for Toronto over New York. Guerrero Jr. comes up with the bases loaded and nobody on base, but 2 outs. We got 3 ones, and we're going to roll both of these dice. He's a star player, so he can roll any other dice that he wants. And so that's going to be 3 ones. Possibility for a single to left. Let's see what Garrett Cole has to say about that, and can't do anything about it. So it's going to be a base knock to left field for Guerrero. So 3 runs already. 2 runs on 3 hits already in this inning. And that's Gurriel Jr. to the plate. 2, 3, 4, 5. And doesn't get the 6 that he needs for the home run, but that's going to be a strikeout for Garrett Cole. So that'll be out number 3. And the Yankees are finally out of this one. They give up 2 runs on 3 hits, and 1 runner is left on base. It's a 2-0 lead for Toronto as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Toronto's going to need all the firepower they can get because Ryu doesn't have the ability to cancel any hits. And just like that, DJ LeMahieu steps up to his first at-bat of the day and doubles to right field. So that's going to be a 2-bagger for LeMahieu. And that'll be Judge to the plate. Judge with 1 on and nobody out. 4, 5, 6, so nothing there. So that's going to be 10, 20, 22 is a big... oh, actually, he gets a chance to roll again, huh? So what do we have? 5s. So 2. And he's going to be rolling for the home run. So if he gets a 3, then this is going to be a bomb. So let's see. And he misses, so that's not going to be a home run. So 11, 15 plus 6 is 21, and he's going to wind up with a strikeout. So he went for it. A little bit of strategy there, right? Like to go for the hit or go for the home run. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. That comes into the game. Aaron Hicks stands in. He's got a runner at second base with 1 out. 3, 4, 5 doesn't get you anywhere, so it's going to be 8. Plus 8 is 16, plus 3 is 19. That's a ground ball to the third baseman. No error on the play. None of our players here are stellar defensive players, so good, but not stellar. And he makes the throw to first, holds the runner at second base, and it'll be Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. And Stanton with a 6s over 3s full house. He's going to be satisfied with that. And that's going to be a double. 6s over 3s is a double to left center field, and he gets caught into a rundown. So that is going to score the runner from second. And he hits a double. And now let's see what happens in the rundown. Now, a rundown chart here. A 4 of a kind means the runner is safe. the runners can be safe at third. I mean, a small straight means the runner is safe. And if there was a runner on third, then that runner on third would score. And a large straight is an error on the throw, and he's safe at third and advances one extra base on the error. So let's see how all that plays out. Of course, it's not anything, right? It's not anything. So not a four of a kind, not a straight. And we have 1, 2, 3, but that's not quite enough. So Giancarlo Stanton, it's an RBI double. He gets caught in a rundown, and he's going to be out on the fielder's choice. So the Yankees do get one and run themselves out of an inning, but they cut the lead to 2-1, and it is Toronto 2, Yankees 1 as we head to the top of the second inning. It'll be Rowdy Tellez, Randall Grichik, and Danny Jansen to bat against Gerrit Cole in the top of the second. Let's see if Cole has a little bit more luck than he had before. Nothing there, so it's going to be 11 plus 6 is 17, 19, and that's a ground ball to third base. No error on the play. So Ursula over to the first baseman, Jay Bruce, and that's out number 1. Brings up Randall Grichik, his first at-bat of the season, and that could be a single. Let's see. Gerrit Cole, he does not change the plate. And that's going to be a base knock to right field for Randall Grichik. Grichik on first. Let's try to steal. We get the two of a kind here. And let's see on the throw. Oh, and they nab him on the throw. So that's going to be a caught stealing, out number 2. And now Jansen stands in with nobody on and 2 outs. Possibility for a big hit here, 6s over 3s. That would be a double to left center. And the roll is a 1, so that's going to be a double to left center. And just like Stanton, he's going to get caught in a rundown too, kind of in no man's land, and let's see how he fares in the rundown. 4, 5, 6. That's a 2 of a kind, so no straight, no 4 of a kind, and Danny Jansen is caught in the rundown for out number 3, so don't see that too often. Back-to-back rundowns, and no runs on 1 hit, actually 2 hits, and for Toronto, and both of those base runners got erased on the base paths. So that actually would have been a score if he'd have just stayed at first base. That's the argument for not stealing, right? Is because if he doesn't steal, you never know. People are going to knock him in. So no runs on 2 hits, nobody left on, and we head to the bottom of the second inning. Yankees are down 2-1, but they have Torres, Ursula, and Gary Sanchez coming to the plate against Hyunjin Ryu. So there's a 3, 4, 6, 4's nothing there. So 10, 17, 18 is going to be a grounder to the shortstop, and the shortstop is Bichette. He gets it over to Vlad, and that's going to be out number 1. So Ursula stands in and get almost something there. So that's going to be 10, 14, 16. 16 is a fly ball to the right fielder. No error on the play. And that's going to be Hernandez who squeezes it for the out. So 2 outs, and Gary Sanchez at the plate. Almost again here, so it's going to be 10, 14, and 20. 20 is a grounder to first base. Let's see if Guerrero can handle it, and he can, and that'll be out number 3 as he flips to the pitcher covering. Ryu steps on the base, and that'll be 1, 2, 3 for the Yankees in the bottom of the second. We go to the top of the third, back to the top of the order for Toronto, be Simeon, Biggio, and Bichette. They put together 3 straight hits to begin the game. Let's see what they do against Cole here in the third. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And Simeon has a power rating, so he gets a chance to roll for the home run. He needs a 5 for the dinger, and he doesn't get it. And he takes a big cut and comes up empty. And that's going to be out number 1. 1 down, and Biggio stands in. He's 1 for 1. Nothing there. So 10, 17, 18 will be a grounder to the shortstop. Shortstop is Torres, Gleyber Torres. He makes the play over to Jay Bruce for out number 2. Bo Bichette, he singled, and then he was out on the double play. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bichette has no special ranking, so that's going to be a strikeout for Cole as he gets his 3rd strikeout of the day. And that's going to be all for the Blue Jays in the top of the 3rd. So no runs on no hits. Nobody left on. 2 Ks in the inning. So Garrett Cole starting to heat up a little bit. And it's going to be the bottom of the order for the Yankees in the 3rd. Jay Bruce, Clint Frazier, and then back to LeMahieu at the top. And that's going to be a big hit from Jay Bruce. 6s over 4s will be a double to right center field as he pulls that one into the gap and splits the defenders. It'll be a second base with nobody out and Clint Frazier to the plate. So it's 10, 11 plus 10 is 21. That's a strikeout. So no movement from the runner. Runner at second base with 1 out for DJ LeMahieu. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, and nothing special for LeMahieu. So that's going to be back-to-back strikeouts for Ryu. 2 outs now. Runner at second base, and the judge up to the plate. 2, 3, 4, or we have 3 4s. What do we want to do? Judge is going to try to go big here. So 2, 3, 4. We'll see how this turns out. 2, 3, 4, 5. He needed a 1 and didn't get it. And so that's going to be a strikeout. So Ryu strikes out the side as Aaron Judge goes for it all. And maybe that was the dumb play. Who knows? But, you know, he's a power hitter. So that's his prerogative there. So it's going to be 2 strikeouts for Aaron Judge. We head to the top of the 4th inning. Still 2-1, Toronto over New York. And in this inning, it'll be Hernandez, Guerrero Jr. and Gurriel Jr. against Cole. Yeah. Nothing going on here. 6, 7, 9, 11, 16. And that will be a fly ball to the right fielder. No error on the play. And the right fielder is Judge. He makes the play for out number 1. Guerrero Jr. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Doesn't have a lot here to choose from. He does have a pair of 4s, so let's try to go for those 4s. He doesn't get it. Instead, he gets a 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to be, well, should we give him a chance to go for the home run? I think so, because he rolled a 2, 3, 4, 5, and now he's got a power number. So let's go and do that. And he takes care of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we give Garrett Cole a chance to see if he can oust that. And he does. A 6 would have been a home run. Otherwise, this turns out to be a big old chance play. And it's 3, 6 plus 9 is 15. And that will be a fly ball to center. No error on the play. So all of that to get a fly ball to center field. And it's going to be Gurriel Jr. to the plate. Almost there. 12, 22, 24. 24 is going to be a strikeout looking. And Garrett Cole drops that curveball on him, and he was not expecting it. So 3-3 down. Go Toronto in the top of the 4th inning. It is 2-1 Toronto as we head to the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Hicks, Stanton, and Torres This is opening day 2021. They'll be facing off against Hyunjin Ryu. Ryu's possible last inning here, and that's going to be 5s over 4s. Nothing Ryu can do about that. It's a double to right center field for Aaron Hicks. If there were runners on base, they would all get an extra base, but no runners. And so this will be Giancarlo Stanton. He had a double in his first at bat and then got thrown out in a rundown. So odd, rare play. Here, he doesn't get anything, so that's 5. 9 plus 6 is 15, and that'll be a fly ball to center field. Little can of corn that the center fielder, Grichik, makes a play on. Runner holds at second, and it'll be Gleyber Torres to the plate. So almost there. So 9, 12 plus 4 is 16, and that's a fly ball to the right fielder. And right fielder is Tellez. The right fielder is Teoscar Hernandez, and he squeezes it for the out. No need to try to make the out at third base. Let's let Dan Urshela hit. And almost pays off. So 12, 15, 23, and 23 is going to be a walk. So he does get on base. And that'll be runners at first and second now for Gary Sanchez. 2 outs in the inning. Hyunjin Ryu trying to finish this one up. So 3, 4, that was a 4. So that's 10 plus 4 plus 8. 10 plus 8 is 18, and that's a grounder to the shortstop. No need to do a double play check here, as the shortstop is Bichette, and he makes the play for the 6-3 putout. So the Yankees get some on base, but they can't get them around. That's going to be no runs on 1 hit and 2 left on for New York, and we head to the top of the 5th inning. Oh, that wasn't Ryu's last inning. This one will be. So Garrett Cole still going strong against Tellez, Grichik, and Jansen. 2-1 is our score. Toronto over New York. That's a 1, 2, 3. So nothing there. So that's going to be 12, 15, 18. And an 18 is a ground ball to the shortstop. No error on the play. As Gleyber Torres makes a slick play over to first, and that's out number 1. So a big roll here, but nothing happening. That's going to be 10, 22, 26. 26 is going to be a drop third strike, and Grichik is going to wind up at first base. So that goes down as a K, but he gets to first base. And so let's just do that. So runner at first base. Let's try to steal again. He got thrown out by Gary Sanchez in his last opportunity. So we have 2 chances here, and let's take the 1s. So if this is a 1, he's thrown out again, and it's not. So he makes it into second with a steal. So runner at second base. Toronto threatening here against Garrett Cole, and it'll be against Jansen. Jansen doubled and was thrown out in a rundown in his first at bat. So nothing really there. That's going to be 6, 12 plus 5 is 17, and that's a grounder to the second baseman with the runner at second. No chance for a force out. This is actually going to be an error on DJ LeMahieu. So that's an E4, and that's going to push the runner over to third base on the error. So only 1 out, and runners at the corners for Marcus Semien. Semien holds that power designation. Let's see if that comes into play. It won't. So 7, 14 plus 6 is 20. 20 is a ground ball to first base. Let's go and do a double play check. If they get the double play, they'll be out of the inning. If they don't, it'll be another run for Toronto. So they get the pair, and that's going to be a double play. And that will go 3-6-3. So fielder's choice is out number 2, and then we'll go 3-6-3 for out number 3. So big turn there by Jay Bruce as he turns the double play for Garrett Cole, and New York escapes big trouble with first and third and 1 out, and Garrett Cole escapes. Still 2-1 Toronto as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Ryu, most likely in his last inning here, it's going to be Bruce Frazier and DJ LeMahieu for the Yanks. And that could be a walk, and it will be. And that's the second time Jay Bruce has gotten on base. And brings up Clint Frazier. Got a 2, 3, 4. That won't be anything. So 10 plus 9 is 19. That's a grounder to the third baseman. Let's do a double play check. And we got a couple of opportunities here. Let's keep the 3s and roll it. No need to roll against it, right? It's just a double play. So that's a double play, and that will be 5 to 4 to 3. That's out number 1. Out number 2. And that clears the bases for DJ LeMahieu, who is 1 for 2. He scored a run, led off the game with a double. And he might have an opportunity here. He does. That's going to be a single with an error check. Let's check and see. No error on the play. So LeMahieu gets his second hit. He's now 2 for 3. And that's a runner at first for Aaron Judge with 2 outs. He's got 3 5s here. And let's see. Let's take the safe play. We'll just roll for the 5s. Nothing else there. And so 3 5s is going to be a single. And all of the runners go 1 extra base. So he gets 1 for the single and then 1 to third. So first to third goes DJ LeMahieu, and that's going to be Aaron Hicks to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Ryu trying to escape here and get out of this snare. Looks like he might. That's going to be 10, 15, plus 3 is 18, and that'll be a ground ball to the shortstop. Let's check the error on the play. No error. And shortstop is Bichette. He goes the short way. He'll just go 6-4 on 6-4 on the putout, and that'll be out number 3. So the Yankees get no runs, but they do get some runners on base. Lots of traffic there. No runs on 2 hits and 2 left on. Actually, yeah, 2 left on. And so we head to the top of the 6th. It's going to be Garrett Cole working his last inning of work, and it'll be Cavan Biggio, and Bichette, and Teoscar Hernandez. That's a 1, 2, 3. So it's 11 plus 6. 11 plus 6 is 17. That's a grounder to the second baseman. No problem there for LeMahieu, and that'll be out number 1. Brings us to Bo Bichette. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Nothing. 10, 15, 17. And that is a grounder to the second baseman. Let's see. LeMahieu is up to it again. And that's over to Jay Bruce at first for out number 2. Hernandez stands in. He is 0 for 2. Grounded into a double play, and he's also flied out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. With a power number, he gets an opportunity to roll for that home run. Does not get it, so 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be a strikeout. So big whiffa kind of swing, and he goes down. That's another 1, 2, 3 inning for Garrett Cole, who both pitchers have pitched very well. We're going to get a new pitcher for Toronto, as Ryu can only go 5 innings, and so let's do that. All right, the new pitcher is going to be Raphael Dolis, and Dolis is a righty coming in for Hyunjin Ryu. Ryu went 5 innings, gave up only 1 run, and they're turning it over to the bullpen now. Very similar to the actual game, actually. He went 5 1/3. Dolis will be facing off against Stanton Torres and Ursula. So let's see how things go here. And it will be 1, 2, 3. So we have a pair of 5s here. All right, we'll let Stanton go for. Let him go for the big home run. So he doesn't get it. 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, and that's not going to do anything for anybody. So that'll be 10, 15, 16. 16 is a fly ball to right field, so he does get hold of it, but not deep enough. And the right fielder is Hernandez, and he makes the play at the warning track. So that's going to be 1 out with Gleyber Torres to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on this opening day start. So 10, 16 plus 6 is 22. 22 is going to be a strikeout. So 0 for 3 now is Gleyber Torres, and brings up Ursula, the third baseman. There's going to be a 5s over 1s. 5s over 1s is going to be a double down the left field line as Gary Ursula with his first knock. So runner at second base now with 2 outs in the inning, and it's Gary Sanchez, the catcher. That's a 1, 2, 3, nothing there, so 8, 10, 14. 14 is a fly ball to left field, no error on the play, and that will be out number 3 as the Yankees go down in the bottom of the 6th. No runs on 1 hit, 1 runner left on second, and we head to the top of the 7th inning. We're going to replace the Yankee pitcher Cole as he goes 6 innings, and so let's get a new pitcher for the Yanks. And the new pitcher for the Yankees is going to be Chad Green. Green had a good year, 359 FIP in 2021, and he is going to come in relief of Garrett Cole in the 7th inning. He'll be facing off against Guerrero Jr., and Rowdy Tellez. Guerrero 1 for 2 on the day. He is a star power, and let's see, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to get a chance to roll again, and let's see if he can do something with that. 2, nothing. Okay, 6, 12 plus 9 is 21, and 21 is going to be a strikeout. So Green comes in and gets the strikeout. Let's designate a new pitcher there. And it'll be Gurriel Jr. to the plate. Nothing happening there. So 10 plus 3, 4, 14. And 14 is a fly ball to left field. No error on the play. And that's out number 2. My paper here. And that brings us to Green is not a money pitcher, by the way, so we'll see how that affects things. Rowdy Tellez to the plate. Tellez, big power hitter. And it's going to be 3, 4, 5, and a 6, but he doesn't have a star, so that 3, 4, 5, 6 is going to be a strikeout. So Green gets 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that's a 1, 2, 3 inning for him as Toronto goes down. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 strikeouts and nobody left on, and we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It will be Jay Bruce, Clint Frazier, and then back to the top of the order with LeMahieu. Dolis pitched his 1 inning, and so let's see who else we can bring in for Toronto. All right, let's get David Phelps into the game for Toronto. He's a right-handed pitcher, not a money pitcher. He can go 1 inning. He's not a money pitcher because he didn't pitch enough innings, but his FIP was a 172. I just wanted to check that because I knew he had a low FIP, but he had a 172 FIP, but not a money pitcher because you need a 20 innings. You need to pitch 20 innings to qualify for me. So he started with the Jays. Don't know if he got hurt or how it went, but had a really good start. So he'll be facing off against Jay Bruce, Clint Frazier, and DJ LeMahieu. That's a 1, 2, 3, and nothing else going for Jay Bruce. So 5 plus 7 is 12, and 15. And 15 is a fly ball to center field. No error on the play. And that will be F8 on the put out. First out in the bottom of the seventh for New York. Clint Frazier to the plate. Frazier is 0 for 2. And nothing going. 10, 15 plus 3 is 18. That's a ground ball to short. And Biggio makes the play over to Guerrero for out number 2. And back to the top of the order, DJ LeMahieu. He's 2 for 3. Run scored. He's got a single and a double. And he's not going to add anything here, I don't think. So 10 plus 5 is 15. That will be a fly ball to central. And center fielder Grichik, he makes the play. 1-2-3 inning for Phelps. So looking good. And New York goes down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. And we head to the top of the 8th inning. Let's get a new pitcher for the Yankees as Green win his requisite 1. And we'll see who they can bring in. Right, so it's going to be Darren O'Day coming in for the Yankees. And he is a right-handed pitcher, can go 1 inning. And let's see if he can hold this bottom of the Blue Jays lineup. It's Grichik, Jansen, and then back to the top of the order with Marcus Semien. There, he is not a money pitcher. So this is going to be a base knock for Randall Grichik, and that's a base hit into center field. He's 2 for 3 on the day. Brings up Jansen. And back-to-back singles for Toronto. Puts runners at first and second. And Marcus Semien stands in. Let's see if he can be the difference maker here. 4, 5, 6. Nothing there. So he doesn't have a star. He has a power rating. So that's going to be 12, 18, 23. 23 is going to be a walk. And that's going to load the bases. And bases are loaded for Kevin Biggio. Biggio with the single back in the first inning. And here's going to be another single. And that's going to be a big one. That is a single, and all the runners get 1 extra base. So that pushes Semien to third. That's going to score 2 on the RBI single as Grichik and Jansen come home to score. And that is a tough one for the Yanks as the score is now 4-1. Toronto in the top of the 8th inning. O'Day giving up 2 runs so far with nobody out. So nobody out and 2 on. Runners at the corners, and it'll be Bo Bichette to the plate. And that is a huge hit as he is 2s over 5s. That's going to be a double to right center field. And that will bring home Semien from third. And we're going to try to score Biggio on the double. There is 2 pairs, so let's take the 6s and let's see if they throw them out at the plate. And they do. They get Biggio trying to score on the double. So it's a double and fielder's choice, I guess, at the plate. Don't know what that would be. So only the 1 RBI for Bichette as he knocks in Semien. Biggio gunned down at the plate trying to score, and that's going to be 5-1 now, Toronto over New York. 1 out. So that's 1 out in the inning, runner at second base. So 6, 12, 17, 18. 18 is a grounder to the shortstop. No error on the play. So it's going to go 6-3. That's going to be Torres over to Bruce for out number 2. Runner at second base, 2 outs, and it will be Guerrero Jr. to the plate. Junior is a star player. 3, 4, 5, 6. And either way, he gets to roll to get that 2. And he doesn't get it. And so that's going to be a strikeout. So 3-run score for Toronto in the top of the 8th, and they take a 5-1 lead. As we head to the bottom of the 8th, Phelps is going to be replaced. Let's find a new pitcher. New pitcher for Toronto is going to be Jordan Romano. He can go 1 inning. He is a right-handed money pitcher. So that's going to be a little bit of a change for Toronto as they get their first money pitcher in there. So he'll be facing off against the heart of the order, Judge, Hicks, and Stanton. I wanted to save that money pitcher for that middle of the order. Almost something here. Let's see if he can get 2 or a 6. Judge gets to roll again, and he does. That's going to be 2s over 6s, which normally will be what? Will be a double off the wall. And let's see, Romano is a money pitcher. Let's see if he can roll a 2 or a 6, and he doesn't. And that's going to be a double for Aaron Judge. He is 2 for 4 on the day. So he rips 1 off the wall and is standing at second base with nobody out, and Jordan Hicks at the plate. So that's a 1, 2, 3, nothing there. So 7, 10, plus 3 is 13. That is a grounder to the shortstop, and the play is made at short by not Biggio, Bichette. So he looks the runner back, throws over to first, and Guerrero squeezes it for the out. That's going to be Stanton to the plate now. 2, 3, 4, 5. So Stanton's going to roll for the home run. This is a 1 or a 6. It's a home run chance. Nothing there. So that's going to be a strikeout for Stanton as he goes down swinging. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And Gleyber Torres, 0 for 4. Let's see if he changes his luck here in the 8th inning. Almost, but not quite. So 10, 14, 15. 15 is going to be a fly ball to center field. No error on the center fielder. And Grichik makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning. So a leadoff double for the Yankees, but they can't bring them around. They're down 5-1 as we head to the top of the 9th inning. Let's get a new pitcher for the Yankees as O'Day puts in his 1 inning of work. New pitcher for the Yankees is going to be Luisiga, and he is a right-handed pitcher. He is a money pitcher, and he'll be facing off against the bottom of the order. It's Gurriel, Tellez, and Grichik for Toronto as we get a full house right off the bat. 5s over 4s, so that's double to right center. Let's see if Luisiga can change that, and he does. So that removes those, and we have a single. So from a double to a single, sorry. Maybe that's a harbinger of things to come for Ursula. And Gurriel is at first with Tellez at the plate. So nothing going on here. That's going to be 6, 10, plus 8 is 18. 18 is a grounder to the shortstop. Let's roll for the double play. And they do get the double play, so we're going to go 6 to 4 to 3. And that erases the base runner, so nobody on. And 2 outs now with Randall Grichik at the plate. 4s and 5s, so that's going to be 10, 24. 24 is going to be a strikeout looking. So Luisiga gets the strikeout looking, and that'll be out number 3. So no runs on 1 hit for Toronto in the top of the 9th. And let's go ahead and bring in the closer for Toronto. And closer is going to be Meriwether. So let's see where he is. Where is he? He is not the closer, but he was on that day. So we're going to bring in Meriwether for 1 inning. He can go 1. He is not a money pitcher. And it's Julian Meriwether. Meriwether is a right-hander. And let's see how he does against the Yankees. They'll be facing Ursula, Sanchez, and Bruce in this bottom of the 9th inning. So there is a base knock, and that's going to be a single. So I told you it was a harbinger of things to come with Ursula. 1 on, nobody out. And we get 5s and 3s there. So 10, 16, 20. That's going to be a grounder to first. Let's check the double play. We get a double play here, and that's going to be a 3-6-3 double play. So 1 out, 2 outs. 2 quick outs in the 9th for the Yankees as the single is erased and Jay Bruce stands in. Yankees are down 5-1. They need base runners. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is not going to get it done as Meriwether comes in and has a 3 up, 3 out, or 3 up and 3 down 9th inning, and that puts away the Yankees with the final score being 5-1. Toronto did win this game in real life 3-2, and they win here 5-1 over New York. Let me count up the stats, and I will come back with those. All right, and we are back with the totals here. For Toronto, it's 5 runs on 11 hits and no errors. For New York, it's 1 run on 9 hits and 1 error. A lot of hits for New York, but they couldn't drive anybody in. Player of the game is Kevin Biggio, 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. He had an RBI single in the 3-run 8th inning. He also had first RBI for the game with the RBI single in the 1st inning. He was thrown out trying to score in the 8th, but had a good game. Notables for the Yankees: 2 for 4 for LeMahieu, 2 for 4 for Judge, each of them with a single and a double. 2 for 3 for Ursula, and also the bottom of the order producing really well for Toronto: 2 for 4 for Grichik, 2 for 3 for the catcher Jansen, and Bichette had an RBI double as well. Well pitched game. Hyunjin Ryu gets the win. 6 innings, 6 hits, 4 Ks. Only 1 run allowed. No runs allowed from the Toronto bullpen over the last 4 innings. And for Cole, he takes a tough luck loss. 6 hits, 6 innings, 6 hits, only 2 runs given up and 6 Ks, no walks. But Darren O'Day really blew it in the 8th inning as he gave up the 3 runs on 4 hits. But the damage had already been done for Cole as he gave up the 2 runs in the 1st inning, and the Yankees just couldn't muster anything. So that's going to be it. That is Tabletop, Tabletop Baseball. If you'd like to play the game, I'll send you the files. It's no big deal. It's still in the development stage at this point, so I'll send you the charts, which is, looks like this. You have the advanced play guide with the base running, and then you have the chart that shows you the different hits, and then I'll also send you the guide for how to play, how to do the different roles and things in the game. You'll need at least 5 6-sided die, and if you want to play with the advanced modifiers and things, you'll need a 6th D6. I'll also send you the 2021 rated players, so it'll have these ratings already for the players. That's how I'm sort of pulling them in and looking at them. I already have them as a PDF. So I'll send you all that. You can test it and play it and see what you think. This is a game that I'm hoping will go into production soon and will be available for purchase. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section below, and I will get to them as quickly as I can. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I've got lots of content coming out every week, and more to come. So lots of games to play and to test out, and to new sets coming as well. Click subscribe. If you click the bell icon, you'll be notified of any new content that gets produced. You won't even have to come and check it. It'll check for you and let you know, and so then you can see what new videos are being posted. That's it for here. Toronto beats New York 5-1. opening day 2021, and Kevin Biggio had a big day for Toronto. That's it from here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.